Thanks to William Levitt, who began to buy the land on the outskirts of cities and use mass production techniques to build modest, inexpensive homes for everyone. These towns became so popular that they went from a potato field to a community of 82,000 people in less than a decade. Even some residents reported that at night they would sometimes walk into the wrong house.
Wait, this ain't my crib.
With all these cost-saving measures, the earliest Levittown houses were only $77,000 or $29 per month for mortgage, compared to going on a price rate of $90 a month per apartment in the city. The GI Bill subsidized low-cost mortgages for returning soldiers, who made it even cheaper to buy a house. Each house had 2 bedrooms, 1 bathroom, and no basement. The kitchen was subsumed near the back of the house, so mothers could keep an eye on their children in the backyard. Okay, we're almost done. I lied. This is the last. Within 1 year, Levitt was building 36 houses per day. At first, homes were available to veterans. Eventually, through Levittown, was open to others as well. So get out there and start a family with these beautiful townhomes.
Are you tired of cooking every night for your husbands? I sure am. Of course, it's what we're supposed to do as wives, but sometimes it's a little tiring with all of our other responsibilities, such as cleaning, taking the kids to practice, and ironing clothes. Thanks to Swanson, our lives are one step easier. Place your Swanson TV dinner in the microwave for just 2 minutes, and your husband will fall in love. He won't even know that it's not home cooked.
Honey, I'm home. I hope dinner's ready because it's been a long day and I'm ready to eat.
Right on time. Here's your home cooked meal.
Come on, I'm hungry. Oh my God, this is the best meal I ever ate. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Swanson.
What? Yeah, my name's Nick, and me and my wife Davina are having our 3rd kid.
I've been working so much since the war ended. People decided now was the perfect time to have babies, and I'm not complaining.
Well, we're trying to have a baby here!
Well, I better get to work.
So, how's life been since World War II?
It's really been a struggle since the war. Once I got back, I was ready to have kids, and we got busy with everything, and then 3 kids just popped out like it was nothing, and everywhere else in the country, people like kids too.
Well, many Americans did postpone marriages and childbirths during the Great Depression and World War II. Also, many young adults were eager to start families.
The baby boom really hit America hard. American families were having so many babies. Pretty crazy, right?
Push!
Luckily enough, I'm living comfortably to be able to have 3 kids. Over the past 9 years, my monthly payment has ranged anywhere from $3,210 to $5,100 per month. Pretty wild, right?
All right, well, let's go back to the room with Davina and see how the baby's going.
Welcome to the world, Justina Rose Wolf.
Sorry.
People just can't stop having babies. Now that the economy is booming again and we can finally provide for our families, babies are being born left and right. There's a new baby being born every 7 seconds.
Well, you hear that, folks? Kids are popping out here and there. Tune in next time when we'll talk about McCarthyism. True or fake?
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to LNND News. Tonight we're going to take a recap of the past 10 years. In our first segment, we are going to go to McCarthyism.
Are you a communist? Well, McCarthy thinks you are. Truman just ordered background checks on everybody that is tied to the government. Okay? After the man, Alger Hiss, was just convicted of charges of, espionage.
Come on, let's go find some communists.
Come here!
We believe that this investigation will go on for quite a while, but we don't see that McCarthy is going to find much at all, because he's just accusing people just to get a rise out of something and just cause mass hysteria throughout the entire nation.
There he is! There's the communist!
Thought you could get away.
You're under arrest, communist! We have just received a quick tip. McCarthy is destroying his liver by drinking so much alcohol and being a slob.
You're a communist. You're a communist.
What is that noise? What's happening?
No, some more communists. They're in here. They're in here. They're in here. Go, I got you.
You're under arrest, communist! What? What did I do?
You know what you did! You know what you did!
I didn't do anything.
Yes, you.
You're under arrest, communist!
1947, President Truman had ordered background checks of every civilian in service to the government. When Alger Hiss, a high-ranking State Department official, was convicted on espionage charges, fear of communists intensified. McCarthy capitalized on national paranoia by proclaiming that communist spies were common and that he was America's only salvation. February 9, 1950, McCarthy launched his first salvo. He proclaimed that he was aware of 205 card-carrying members of the Communist Party who worked for the United States Department of State. McCarthy's accusations went on into 1954 when the Wisconsin senator focused on the United States Army. For 8 weeks, in televised hearings, McCarthy interrogated Army officials, including many decorated war heroes. The Army then went on the attack, questioning McCarthy's methods and credibility. In one memorable fusillade, the counsel for the Army simply asked McCarthy, "At long last, have you no sense of decency left?" McCarthy's colleagues censored him for dishonoring the state, and the hearings came to a close. Plagued with poor health and alcoholism, McCarthy himself died 3 years later.
So, Davina,
Yes.
how was it growing up as a young African-American woman?
You know, it was hard. Times were tough. People were just racist. Everything was about segregation.
Now, I know you've had a interracial marriage with a man named Nick Wolf. How do you
Yes.
feel about that, and how are you treated by others?
It was hard. People did not see us as the same. People thought it was just not right. And, you know, we fought through it. And next, you know, we came out with our beautiful Justina.
Now, how do you feel about your kids growing up in this environment, especially being in the baby boomers era?
Justina Rose is going to be just fine in this new world.
So how do you feel about the Montgomery bus boycott that just passed?
You know, as African Americans, I thought that was a really strong and peaceful thing to do. You know, I was actually asked to take part in it, but I just couldn't kind of take care of my beautiful Justina.
Now, how do you think Nick felt about all this happening in the world alongside you?
You know, I know that Nick faced some tough times as him being a young white male, but he married me for a reason, because of love, and he supports of everything that us African Americans are doing.
Now, is your life similar to other Caucasian female housewives in this era?
You must be kidding, sir. You are god awfully wrong. It is hard for me. It is hard for my child. And it's hard for my husband. To be compared to those white females who all they have to do is cook, clean, keep a smile on their face, and life's good with their husband. Us, no. We face tragedies in this world's African American females.
That's bricks.
That night of put that in it.
Oh my god! No, we're gonna put that.
You can't say, "Oh
My
my
bad.
gosh,
My bad. Nina, it's bricks, okay? It's bricks.
it's really cold."
Alright, let's go watch my wife have a baby!
I've been working so much since the war ended. People decided now was
Oh
the
my
perfect
God.
time to have a baby.
Oh my god.
Girl.
Your husband supported these things that were going on?
Knowing Nick was a white male, I don't think he did, but he had to. Wait, was that wrong?
Yes, that's wrong.
Wow.
I'm married to an African American woman.
Shit, then,
You're
yeah.
making him seem racist.